Princess. Heureusement qu'ils voient pas le budget en question. Oui, oui. Ils vont être déçus. Alors, Play the Princess. Voilà, la musique est... Mais dans l'ambiance, quoi. Je ferme juste ce que j'ai ouvert, là, qui me sert à rien. T'es encore à l'école? Je suis en master. Oui. Nouvelle partie. Ok, ça part. J'ai aucune idée de ce que ça raconte comme histoire. Je vous le dis.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the...
Attends, t'es trop fort, mec. Calme-toi. Ouais, il y a un narrateur. Ok, j'avais pas prévu ça dans... Ok. Bon bah c'est bien, comme ça vous lisez, j'ai pas à lire à voix haute, parce que sinon par-dessus lui ça va être un enfer. Hop, ok. Vous vous trouvez sur un sentier dans les bois. Un châtelet se dresse au bout de ce sentier et une princesse se tient dans le sous-sol de ce chalet. Ok, sympa l'ambiance.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Un châtelet, j'ai dit un châtelet.
end of the world.
Oh ça y est, laissez-moi tranquille. Le premier, oui, putain. Châtelet-Léal. C'est ici. Vous êtes ici pour le sire. Si vous ne le faites pas, la fin du monde est inévitable. Oh là! Attends, déjà commencé? Bah attendez. Attendez. Je suis pas dedans, Je respire un bon coup. Voulez-vous fuir? Oui. Vraiment. Vous ne faites pas, la fin du monde est inévitable. La fin du monde, vous pouvez être plus précis. Avez-vous envisagé qu'elle pourrait causer la fin du monde uniquement parce qu'elle est enfermée? L'exécution d'une princesse, c'est un peu immoral, vous ne trouvez pas? Personne d'autre ne peut s'en charger. Ouais, bah attends, mais il y a combien d'options? Je suis dyslexique, ça y est, je veux pas lire. C'est fou, je suis pas dyslexique, mais... J'ai un TDA, la team. Il y a trop de mots. Vous ne vous êtes pas dit que je n'étais pas contre la fin du monde? Si je le fais, vais-je recevoir une quelconque récompense? Ah d'accord, merci de me dire ce que je dois faire. Génial, j'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine. Vive la révolution. Avancez vers le chalet en silence. Oh, il y a trop de mots. Vous ne vous êtes pas dit que je n'étais pas contre la fin du monde?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Non, je suis pas de ceux-là, moi, t'inquiète. Vous pouvez être plus précis sur la fin du monde?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end.
Plus aucun homme. Est-ce que c'est vraiment une grande perte finalement? À méditer. Comment une princesse enfermée dans un sous-sol pourrait-elle causer la fin du monde?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Il est louche, lui. Avez-vous des preuves concrètes de ce que vous avancez? Je pose toutes les questions, je veux être sûr.
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
J'ai relu Châtelet même dans ma tête, hein. C'est terrible. C'est sûr que c'est un jeu d'horreur, c'est très grave. Vous envisagez qu'elle pourrait causer la fin du monde uniquement parce qu'elle est enfermée? L'exécution d'une princesse, c'est un peu immoral, vous ne trouvez pas? Personne d'autre ne peut s'en charger. C'est tombé, je refuse de faire ça. Ça veut plus d'hommes, mais t'as un daron, non? Et puis sans hommes, la terre serait vouée à mourir. Il y en a marre de cette misandrie. Mourir. Je me suis endormie devant le jeu d'hier comme si je m'étais pas fait pipi dessus quand le cheval te poursuivait. Hein. Mais même moi, le cheval, j'y repense. Mais j'ai regardé d'ailleurs une vidéo après sur Mass Washing et vraiment quel jeu de fou! Mais quel jeu de fou! Incroyable. Coucou bro, comment ça va? C'est le gars qui connaît pas trop l'anglais. C'est trop grave. Laissez tomber, je refuse de faire ça. Et si j'ai pas envie de faire ça?
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Oh! Mais moi, je tue pas les dames, en fait. On peut pas slay the king, genre? My dream. Tournez les talons.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Non, mais je m'en fiche. Je tue pas les dames. Je serais plutôt satisfait en cas de fin du monde. Je me réjouis à l'idée d'une aube nouvelle. Bon, j'arrive pas jusque là, par contre, calmons-nous. La chose la plus importante, c'est l'endroit où je n'irai pas. À boire. Non! J'ai pas d'eau. Je mets des bâtons dans les roues, là. Non! Pas comme ça, pitié. J'ai pas pris d'eau avec moi. Asao? Est-ce que tu peux rembourser les points? J'ai la flemme de descendre, chercher de l'eau. T'inquiète. Bah si, tout de même. Mais j'avoue, j'ai oublié ma bouteille. Je vais aller au chalet. Rembourser, merci. Et parler à la princesse. Peut-être que je la tuerai ou peut-être pas. Ah! On va faire semblant de la tuer pour qu'il soit content et qu'il nous laisse tranquille.
Guess we will.
Ok.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word
Encore un jeu qui fait peur. Non, il n'y a pas de scream. Enfin, je crois pas qu'il y ait de screamer ou de trucs comme ça, Soso. C'est que des... C'est des images comme ça. Donc, C'est un jeu lugubre, mais genre, tu vas pas sursauter, je pense. C'est que des images. Je suis misogyne.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Bah, je suis bien d'accord.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
C'était là une malédiction comme Fiona.
The cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Visuellement, c'est trop cool, c'est trop stylé.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Prendre la lame, descendre au sous-sol. Je vais pas prendre le couteau. Je veux juste voir la dame.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here...
De pourriture.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
La narration me fait trop penser au jeu Sherlock Holmes que j'ai sur Xbox. Oh, je connais pas du tout, mais Slay, hein.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
POV, un homme découvre la femme.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game.
Non! J'ai fait un clic droit. J'ai paniqué. Ok, tout va bien. Je crois que je suis là pour vous exécuter. Continuez à descendre. Bonjour!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Salut Rupture, comment ça va?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
Oh bichette, elle me fait trop de la peine.
The basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Mais en fait, ça n'a pas de sens. Parce que le narrateur, il nous dit tu l'as, mais je te dis pas pourquoi. Et l'autre mec, il nous dit mais regarde, elle a rien fait. Tu l'as pas. Ce qui paraît logique. On sait, personne ne dit ce qu'elle a fait, donc pourquoi on l'a tuée? Ça n'a pas de sens. Moi, je veux la libérer. Je vais finir le jeu en 10 minutes parce que j'ai pas fait ce qu'il fallait faire.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
S'il n'y a pas de clé, vous avez une autre idée? Je vais aller voir là-haut, il y a peut-être une clé quelque part, sinon je trouverai autre chose pour vous libérer. Je vais trouver,
Okay.
t'inquiète, Pépette.
I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Essaye d'ouvrir la
You try
porte.
the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Ah, le bâtard.
Your shouts and pleas are met. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Ah, ça devient un peu gênant là.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Ouais, effectivement, ouais, mais t'inquiète, je maîtrise parfaitement la situation.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Ouais, t'inquiète.
She barely
Aïe!
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
Wesh!
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Je me disais bien que ce jeu était un peu trop calme pour que Nina y joue.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Oui, bah après, je pouvais pas deviner, Soso, pour ma défense.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Mais moi, je veux la libérer, d'accord? Je slay pas The Princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just
Aïe!
above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut
Aïe!
into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Vous en faites pas, c'est juste l'étrange Noël du Monsieur Jack, en fait. T'inquiète.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much
Le
as
dragon?
utter a sound through
Comment
the
ça?
whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
T'as vu tes mains? Non, j'ai pas tilt.
She smiles softly as her
T'as des
gaze
écailles et
meets
des big
yours,
griffes. Ah, top.
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the
Rawr.
ground.
Pardon.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just
Et
happened.
sa tête, je vais... Est-ce qu'on regarde les gens comme ça, même? Ah, pas ou quoi?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Non, ça va, j'ai pas mal. J'ai pas mal du tout. Bah allons-y, hein.
No, we won't have any of that. The
Peut-être qu'elle va
stakes are
utiliser
too
son os en guise de clé, on
You
sait
can't
pas.
just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises
Ah
the
oui,
blade.
j'ai de jolis bras. Vous vous avancez vers elle et levez la lame.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Mais j'ai rien fait, moi.
Watch me.
Ah, mais c'est... Mais wesh.
What are you doing?
Au cire, là. Au cire. Aussi. Aïe. Pardon.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't
Mais
have
c'est
to
pas
do
moi,
this, right?
madame.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Mais tu me fais chier. Laisse-moi faire ce que je veux.
The
Résister.
blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Comment ça?
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh
Alors.
and sinew. It is
Hmm.
agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Top. Je vais faire confiance aux damoiselles.
I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed
J'ai pas fait
everyone.
exprès. Pitié.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its
Sympa, en
way
tout
into
cas,
your
l'ambiance
body.
ici.
I'm sorry.
Mais ça y est, c'est bon, on a compris. Lâche ça.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Ah, c'est une folie, elle m'a pris pour une tomate ou quoi?
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Bon, c'est bon. C'est une folie.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this.
Bah, c'est bien la question que je me pose là.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Ah.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Je connais ce début
In the
de...
basement of that cabin
Comment ça, chapitre 2?
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, It will be the end of the world.
J'ai une horrible impression de déjà vu.
Terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have
De
that.
déjà
This is the
vu.
first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of
Comment
us
ça,
will
mon
be
ref?
foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Deep. Je suis à peu près certain que tout cela vient juste de se
Go
produire.
back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Et que, admettons que je dise la vérité, que tout cela se soit déjà produit. Pourquoi devrais-je vous écouter? Pourquoi m'embêter à faire quoi que ce soit?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Peut-être. Et alors?
You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to
Chaque
me
personne
like
qui
you're
meurt par
making the
chapitre
rather
va finir dans ta
dangerous
tête en incarnant un
assumption that
perso.
your actions last time around
Ah,
didn't have any
peut-être.
consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Ouais, je capte, Judas.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted,
Mais pourquoi la voix de
dastardly
l'esprit, il aurait eu... Enfin, il aurait cette personnalité alors qu'elle nous a tués, tu vois ce que je veux dire?
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Bon, allons voir. Ça fait quoi si je la
A
tue?
warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
T'as refusé d'écouter le narrateur et que t'étais en mode non, je peux pas la tuer, écoute sa voix. Ou ouais, ok, je
I
capte.
already told you when.
Non, je fais clic droit. Merde, nous avons déjà dit que nous ne plierons pas à vos petites manigances. C'est vous et vous seul qui êtes indigne de confiance, misérable menteur. Sa beauté est la seule chose à laquelle nous pouvons nous raccrocher. Bon, calme-toi quand même.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the.
Mais j'aime trop faire clic droit. C'est tout, je suis addict, pardon.
Sure, yeah.
Je lâche le
strong
souris.
and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Ok. Est-ce que je peux lui faire croire que je vais la tuer et au dernier moment, en fait,
The
je nous sauve
interior of the
tous?
cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hmm.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Pourquoi il voit pas le miroir?
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
J'adore la musique du jeu par contre. Descendre au sous-sol, prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Ok.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost
C'est fancy
seems
maintenant, vraiment.
welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Eh.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Vraiment.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to
Oh, mais
rescue
faites-le
you from
taire,
your
celui-là.
unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Pourquoi maintenant qu'elle est gentille avec moi, j'ai vraiment envie de la tuer?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Bah oui.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. our beloved's hands
Les
remain
dérives
unstained by
mascues.
cruelty.
Pitié.
And you've died before, so an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on, if she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Vous m'avez tué la dernière fois, ça faisait un mal de chien. Pourquoi vous avez fait ça? Qu'est-il passé après ma mort? Je me sens obligée de poser la question. Est-ce que vous avez détruit le monde? Est-ce que vous avez encore...
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Hein?
Did we?
Non?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Que s'est-il passé après ma mort?
You died, and now we're talking.
Mais... Je vous jure, j'ai envie de la tuer maintenant, elle m'énerve.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
En fait, ils m'énervent, ils sont trop bêtes tous. C'est très
not
énervant.
so sure.
Ok, je tente une dingue.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down. Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart.
Ah,
She
je pensais qu'il allait se passer un truc en mode
to the ground.
je peux changer d'avis au dernier moment ou... Non, allez.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
Oups.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
Si jamais là, maintenant je vais mourir, donc voilà. Vous faites ce que vous voulez de l'info.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult. I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable. You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's
Comment ça,
nothing in the
prof?
world worth
Salut Shadam, comment tu vas?
over it for. We might as well just end. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and... rash. The only rash
Pareil,
decision
Shadam.
we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
C'est moi qui décide et c'est non. Vas-y, c'est vraiment ce que tu veux, on verra bien ce qui se passe. Mood, on verra bien ce qui se passe. Non.
Exactly. You're not doing this. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself. And
Tu know.
you'll find that they are far more unstifleable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and
Mais j'ai dit non.
collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ok.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned
Oula.
to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath. She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin,
Insensible.
because she's dead.
Ah, je suis devenue
He
insensible.
killed her.
Ah, waouh, ok. Ok.
You killed her, and so I killed you. And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Waouh, ok.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse. I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
Hmm.
It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further.
Mais m'énerver, il est chiant lui. Oui, oui, je crois, Judas. Mais en même temps, ça a un sens si au final tous les personnages sont reliés.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again. Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Top l'ambiance en tout cas dans ma tête.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it. I'm looking forward to it.
Ok, Voldemort.
Good. I am too.
J'avais pas vu Shutdown, mais c'est Slay the Princess. C'est un jeu à histoire où on doit faire des choix et en fonction on voit ce qui se passe quoi.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great.
On doit sauver une
Now that
princesse.
you're listening, let me
Mais le
remind
narrateur il
you
veut
that
pas
if
qu'on la
you're
sauve.
here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Que se passerait si nous n'allions pas jusqu'au chalet?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
Dans ta tête au quotidien, laisse-moi tranquille.
Again he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault. We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That.
J'en ai plein d'autres cette histoire. Salut!
You can't run from your consequences forever. One way or another, you'll have to face what you've done. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting
Le
than
voix
doing
du
the
lâche,
same thing
c'est
over
sûr.
again. Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up at the cabin, but everything is getting fuzzy.
Ok. Ouais, Nina.
What's going on? Where are we?
I don't know. But it feels like home.
Oh.
Of course. Oblivion is what we deserve.
Aïe! Le monde autour de vous se défait et la matière est remplacée par des nuances de néant. Il n'y a pas un bruit. Vous entendez un grondement lointain, un son composé d'un tas d'autres. Les vibrations s'intensifient tandis qu'une autre présence se rapproche. Des récepteurs palpent le tissu de la réalité. Leurs extrémités atteignent votre conscience et la grippent. Vous n'êtes plus seul. On dirait grave la police d'écriture que Nina, tu utilises dans des visuels. Voilà, tu fais ce que tu veux de l'info. Bon, après, c'est toi qui les dessines, je crois. C'est pas une police, mais bref, t'as capté. Une résistance. Des doigts griffent la surface vitrée de votre âme. Un sentiment de frustration. Vous remplissez ce réceptacle. Il me faut une forme creuse dans laquelle m'infiltrer. Il faut qu'elle me ressemble. T'arrêtes d'être femme de moi, s'il te plaît. Pardon, c'est trop tentant. C'est un cauchemar, je dois me réveiller. Accepte les pensées qui vous restreignent. C'est quoi si je me réveille? N'en est pas un. Aïe! Oh, je suis
You're
au
on
début.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin
Malaise.
is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Vous pouvez passer les dialogues déjà rencontrés en appuyant sur la touche Tab de votre clavier ou la touche R1 de votre manette. Et... C'était quoi?
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
J'ai envie de grenadine. C'est pas le sujet, mais j'ai envie de grenadine quand même.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to...
T'inquiète, je connais. Bah c'est super, je sais.
The interior of the cabin is
On serait
almost
pas là, c'est vrai.
entirely bare.
Prendre la... Ah, ok, ça fait quoi si je la tue direct, genre?
Take the blade from the
Instant.
table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Comme ça, bim!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oula! Pourquoi elle a l'air aigrie maintenant?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the minute.
Je viens prendre de vos nouvelles.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here.
T'inquiète, elle y a
I was
cru, c'est
starting to
sûr.
think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs.
Ouais, elle a
and your eyes
l'air
with the princess.
méfiante,
There's
slash
a heavy
énervée,
chain around
slash
her wrist, binding her
médisante.
to the
C'est
far
pas
wall
médisante
of
le
the
mot, je vais
basement.
utiliser. J'ai oublié.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Méprisante.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Ouais.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
C'est comme si le jeu avait anticipé tout ce que j'allais faire. Il savait au début que j'allais pas la tuer. Après, il s'est dit que du coup, j'allais essayer. Et là, du coup, il s'est dit, c'est sûr, elle va vouloir direct bim bam boum. Tu pètes un plomb.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily
Aïe, je
give
suis
way and
désolée.
look down to see your blade
Pour la
already
science.
sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Bah oui. Oui.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Bah ça m'arrangerait. J'ai un pressentiment, il reste forcément un atout dans sa manche.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead.
Non, j'ai fait clic droit. Tirez la lame, vous avez raison, elle est morte, sortons d'ici.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Non.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Et
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
pardon.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead,
Encore?
what you find is nothing at all.
Oh là là.
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy. This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This
Et
is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever.
bah
right?
j'espère pas, du coup.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Ok, j'ai envie d'attendre pour voir ce qui va se passer.
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state.
En fait, c'est terrible, mais quoi que je fasse, je le fais sous l'influence d'un des personnages.
Words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift. You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
La bonne fin. Vous avez réussi, vous avez sauvé le monde. Bravo à moi. Bravo. Le PNG là, le paint, je vais me tuer devant eux, d'accord. Oh, c'est hilarant. J'ai peur. En fait, j'ai peur que je me sens trop manipulée. J'ai peur qu'il y ait un truc derrière. Chef de projet. Bientôt Nina dans ses prochains jeux. Vous verrez des bangers, il y aura écrit chef de projet. Nina Taurus. Et après vous verrez directeur de la photographie. Shiza. On sera des stars. Pas du tout. Mais pourquoi j'ai l'impression qu'il va y se passer une dinguerie. Aïe! De rien. Ah non, c'est vraiment fini? Oh! J'ai vraiment eu la bonne fin. J'ai joué 1 heure. La team. La team, j'ai joué une... Je suis un peu perplexe. Je suis curieux de voir ce que ça fait de pas tuer la princesse. Ouais. Ouais, la version... la dernière version, genre, de pas la tuer. C'est vrai, ça. Après, je peux toujours speedrun, là, pour voir, parce que normalement, je peux faire tab. Attendez. Continuer. Ah. C'est un peu... Non, c'est un peu gênant, là. C'est pas... Non. Nouvelle partie. Attendez. Si je speedrun... Donc, au début, je suis allée au chalet. Je suis allée dans le chalet. Je suis descendue la voir.
You are? It's been so long since anyone...
Je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Hop, je suis allée prendre le couteau. Fais-moi sortir.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs, or you won't.
Ok. Et du coup, je l'ai sauvé la première fois.
Fine. You cut into her flesh. No, we won't have it.
Et je l'ai averti.
Stop.
J'ai résisté.
Oh no!
Ok, chapitre 2. Attendez, du coup là je l'ai sauvé, donc après... Après j'ai fait quoi? Attendez, je me baffe dessus. Hein? Attendez, c'est le chapitre 3 ou je l'ai tué direct? Je l'avais tué. Je l'ai tué aussi dans le 2? Je pars la boule.
Forget he's... But he... I do...
Mais j'aimerais bien, mais je suis pas sûre qu'on puisse.
The door to the basement. But her voice. Okay, we don't even know the prince. Yes, for every. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. My love! You know. Oh, you're
It's you. My.
Did you hear? And she could flat. Wait, that's right. Where only. And you would not.
Ok. Et si je retente de la sauver une autre fois? Du coup, cette fois.
Rescue her? What are you talking about?
Attendez.
Don't know. She's a prisoner here. You can't just. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Oh, les mots sont
One
durs.
of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward
Oh,
and
c'est long.
free... No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand
Attends,
through
attends.
her bindings. That shouldn't have
Comment ça?
worked.
J'ai juste glissé le truc de ses mains. Elle peut pas le faire toute seule alors?
We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a...
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Parce que là, du coup, elle va vraiment détruire le monde?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Pardon, le...
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and you're... Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Hmm...
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles
Il va se
the
passer une
last
dinguerie, c'est
hope,
sûr.
for we have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you.
Ugh.
She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face.
Oh, il est trop chiant.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to...
Oh no. Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair.
Pourquoi elle a une voix de
Supposed to leave
repos?
now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Avec des trucs pour la faire paraître plus aiguë, innocente, ouais,
I'm just
peut-être.
along for the ride at this point.
C'est vrai, ouais, elle est plus proche de celle que t'as vue. Ouais, ouais, je pense. Le pouvoir de l'amour!
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door
Arrête de tout de ma gueule, par contre.
together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Vraiment, il me fume de rire.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Peut-être que juste la princesse, elle a pas voulu de lui et maintenant il a trop le seum. Je trouve que c'est juste ça. Hein.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober. You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how... Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait.
C'est sûr, elle va me tuer pour
Why
pouvoir
would she
s'échapper
say
si on
that?
part pas.
Was she
Et
not
si on part,
moved
elle
by
va
our
détruire le monde.
proclamation of
Voilà, c'est ma
love?
théorie.
Are we not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Ok, on part.
Okay. That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Non, mais elle parle trop comme une manipulatrice. Elle le fait mal, c'est sûr.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Nos plumes! C'est pas des écailles, mais je ressemble à un oiseau. Oh, ça faisait longtemps. Ah, top. Ah.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? There's something dreadful about it. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
Si, je veux
What if
voir.
we just sit here and... I'm begging you.
Ah, je suis horrible.
Something finds me in the long quiet
Ah,
and brings
top.
me the gift of a fragile vessel. My roots burrow in an ocean
Ah.
beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit.
Ok,
This
Baudelaire.
vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, putain, j'ai eu peur. Je suis revenue au début.
You're on a path
J'ai pas atteint le
in the
chapitre
woods,
3.
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Ok,
And in the
si je vous dis
basement
que
of that
j'ai
cabin
7 succès sur
is a
131.
princess.
Hmm. 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 Top, top, top.
You're here to slay her. If you
Hmm.
her voice, she said, "Don't." Good. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade tumbles out of your trembling.
Thank you. Maybe now we can
En fait, je pense que c'est parce que Judas, elle a cette tête-là. Parce que je suis entrée direct avec le couteau. Ouais, elle est direct méfiante, non?
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here,
Non,
but I
non.
can assure you
Ah.
there's.
So here we are.
Ah oui, non, elle a pas
What
la
an
loi.
awkward
Ouais, non,
start
je sais
to a
pas.
relationship. Oh,
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk there large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe doubtful.
I'll be here.
À chaque fois plus froide, voire plus horrible. Et genre, je pense que tu la sauves dans toutes ses formes, elle sera vraiment libre. Ouais, possible.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear that someone else here. You try that you're here. You're You make your way back to the easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam, the knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happened.
Ok.
Against
You!
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Ok.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too...
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the... Stop it. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to... I'll make this...
She steps forward and pries the blade,
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
and then she slits your... Her face remains unchanged as she watches. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark. You're on a path.
Elle l'a fait
in the
clean,
woods,
vraiment. Hein.
And at the end of you're here to slay her. She will... No, just... The only furniture... The blade... Good idea. You walk up... What are you talking about? You reach forward, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Ouais, ouais, il est pas en mode fancy.
Is that a visitor I hear?
Fancy!
Please,
Ouh.
come downstairs.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. You walk downstairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains bind. Should we be worried about the one around? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make... Have you noticed the empty...
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
As if by divine will, just as you finish the...
Ah, il m'a
That's
encore
not fun, unless you-
enfermé.
How surprising.
Bah, on s'assoit, non?
You step towards the princess, but she stops.
There's fine.
That's reasonable. You do as she asks.
Thank-
You have everything. Yeah, us.
Je n'ai pas le choix, oxyre la princesse ou oxyre la princesse. Ah bah top. Ah bah top. J'ai déjà venu ici. J'ai pas le choix. Que voulez-vous que je fasse?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's... But she seems confident. Whatever it is she... Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world, and she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Ah, je peux lui donner le couteau? Vas-y.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. Do you think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real limits to your power. I don't know what you're talking about. The world ends if we fail, right? Her killing us might not be our only failure state. I don't know where you're going with this. Could you explain? Yes, explain it. Sure, I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. I'm not afraid of dying. A little? You got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down.
Elle va se tuer?
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own knee.
Chef!
No. Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins.
Peut-être qu'après elle va marcher avec sa tête, on sait pas, hein.
Last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough
Bah,
to
c'est
hold the
top.
weight of her severed
C'est-
head. It stretches and
Non, mais
tears
c'est
until
super.
finally it falls to
Je...
the floor,
Ok.
completely free. It bounced. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it
On
back?
peut la
Please
recoller.
tell
Pardon,
me we
mais
can
c'est
put it
lent.
back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She
En
wouldn't
fait,
have done all that
chaque
without
voie qu'on
some kind
débloque
of
nous
reason.
permet
She's
de
left us with
réfléchir
this
différemment,
dangling
genre.
thread, and I need to know why.
Il vous laisse presser, ouais.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward. Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed
Top,
head.
top, top.
Its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead.
Aïe.
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Hein?
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Ouais, de ouf, j'avais tout compris.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Hmm.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Vous avez enflé? Comment ça, mon ref? Hein? T'es une pustule!
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality.
Aïe,
and
pardon, je tape dans le
movement.
micro.
I am more than I was before.
Ok.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Hmm. La dernière fois, j'avais fait l'autre, donc je me suis dit là, hop.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Hein? Non, j'ai fait clic droit. Je suis obligée.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Ah ouais. Wow, moi ça me fait des succès, hein. Ça fait des succès style.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Ouais.
is a
Pousse.
princess.
Pousse. Pousse. Ah, je peux... Ok, sauvegarder. Play. Ok. Ok, je réessaye une dernière fois. Pour voir ce que ça
You're
donne là.
here to slay her. You make your a warning. She will not ignore
Oui,
him.
oui, oui.
He doesn't know what he's talking. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what you walk down
Elle
the
est
stairs
gentille.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her.
C'est parce que
wrist.
j'ai pas pris le couteau, ça.
How could I am begging you to. You're only making. You make your way to the.
Ah, c'est vraiment le même truc.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down the wound. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to
Attends,
the
mais
end.
dans le dos?
You bastard.
Huh?
Were you lying to me this whole time?
What the fuck?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she
Pourquoi elle
crouches
ressemble à
on
une
all
grenouille,
fours
là?
in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that
Dup,
can
dup, dup.
possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
On a vu passer des images toutes plus étranges les unes que les autres. T'inquiète, t'inquiète.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Mais en fait, c'est qu'il y a plein de fins différentes, ce saut. Genre où tu peux la sauver, où tu peux la tuer, mais après, elle a pas les mêmes réactions.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to
Non, mais je vous jure, je fais pas exprès.
We can still turn this around. The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come.
I know you're still there.
Aïe! oui.
Make things easier on yourself and let me out. It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Bon, tu me casses les oreilles là.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Menacez-moi tant que vous voulez, vous me faites soulager ma mauvaise conscience, quelle que soit votre véritable nature, vous n'êtes pas une princesse. Tant que vous voulez, vous vivrez plus vite de votre sang.
Do you think a couple of cuts is enough to do me in? I'm not as frail as you think.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped. And where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green
On
around
pas l'ambiance d'un
the
coup.
gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Petit recul, vraiment.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Pétard.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Elle va encore me tuer. Ok.
Oh,
Si je vais
she
pour lui
will
péter la
lie.
gueule
I
direct
don't
là.
think he does- The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A
Malaise.
pristine blade stands between you. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Ok, j'y vais, vas-y.
We should have taken the knife. I don't think going down. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature.
Ouais,
of
mais ça fait
flesh
sens,
and
je dors.
blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Ah.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks.
Oh, je lui ai coupé la chic. Il a pas voulu lire.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and...
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter.
Non, on va pas à droite, non.
You turn to the left.
Pas de ça ici.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh là!
I told you
La
I was
calvitie
going
chauffe.
to find you.
Peut-être qu'elle se transforme en homme, ça y est.
As the princess approaches,
Oh, j'ai menti.
your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Ah,
As your blood begins to
Oh, j'ai
coagulate,
perdu l'audition.
it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Non, je suis dans l'au-delà là. Laissez-moi, je veux plus jouer.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience
Aïe,
stops
mes
once
oreilles!
more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Liver,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
she isn't
Ça me fait
attacking
bolos
us.
par une princesse quand même.
Why?
On en est là.
Heart, lungs. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Lungs, liver. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, lungs.
Je vous aiderai pas à sortir et je n'essaierai pas de vous tuer. Faites ce que vous voulez. Restez avec votre cauchemar. Quand vous avez gagné, je vais vous laisser sortir, partir ensemble. J'ai compris certains ici. Vas-y, on part de main dans la main.
No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving. Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess
Va la
glides
pousser dans
onto the
l'escalier.
stairs and beckons you to
Juste pour
follow.
savoir.
If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity, but we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong,
Ah,
but
c'est pas
maybe
faux, ça.
you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right.
Oh, le rire qui rit pas du tout là.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, and is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eye. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet. There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to
Y a rien qui
manipulate
va,
us,
ça me
and I can
fume.
only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart. Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No, no, no! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
There we
Non,
go.
j'ai...
Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from
Ah,
the
ça c'est un peu
floor
gênant.
and tosses it through the door behind you. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Bon, bah allons-y hein.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin.
It's so beautiful.
Ah, top.
Can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold too.
Oh.
It's itching against my skin.
Oh.
Why is it so cold?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Okay. Can we trust you?
J'ai fondu. Mais pourquoi? Mais pourquoi? Je suis coulant. Je dégouline.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
Hein?
A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once.
Oh,
in the
Baudelaire, le
directions
retour.
that my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Bah, allons-y, hein.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Apportez-lui. Bon, moi, j'ai des succès stylés.
You're on a path in the woods.
Non, c'est bon, j'ai eu ma dose. J'ai eu ma dose. En fait, c'est trop stylé. En même temps, ça me tend de faire la même chose en boucle. Ça me tend un peu. Je dois être parfaitement honnête. Genre, c'est sans fin, en fait. Genre, en fait, quand je me dis qu'il y a plus de 100 success team, j'imagine pas le nombre de runs qu'il faut faire, mais... Mais il y a une fin, apparemment. Bah, en soi, j'ai eu le succès d'avoir eu la bonne fin. Mais bang. Ça m'a fatigué le cerveau. En fait, par contre, j'ai trop envie là d'aller couper le stream et d'aller regarder des vidéos dessus pour voir ce qui se passe. Je peux pas faire des loops infiniment. Ouais, je me doute. Mais bon. Je pense que je vais plutôt regarder des vidéos dessus là. C'est super stylé, mais je me verrai pas y jouer 15 heures pour voir la fin quoi. Mais c'est comme mouse washing, genre à quel point il faut être détraqué dans son cerveau pour arriver à faire un jeu aussi what the fuck à chaque seconde. Genre... J'ai besoin de rencontrer les personnes qui font ces jeux parce que... J'ai besoin de savoir. Est-ce qu'ils vont bien mentalement? J'aimerais savoir. C'est le mec qui a écrit tout le truc, je crois. Ah ouais? Oh, je baille de ouf, c'est horrible. C'est horrible. Bon, de toute façon, je vais m'arrêter là. Oh, en fait, ça a fait 2 heures de stream quand même. Je pensais pas. Vraiment, quand j'ai fini le jeu, au bout d'1 heure, j'étais en mode... Ah, malaise un peu. Enfin, fini le jeu. J'ai pas fini le jeu, mais je veux dire... quand j'ai eu la fin correcte, là. Bref. On va m'arrêter là. Je suis au fond du trou. On est quel jour demain? Demain... Je sais pas si je streamerai. Mercredi, je stream pas. On verra. Au feeling. Peut-être que je streamerai pas demain et après-demain. L'avenir nous dira, comme on dit. Bref. Sur ce, bonne soirée la team. Et puis, le mec qui a fait la voix est écrivain d'horreur en dehors du voice acting. Ok, stylé. Je vais me renseigner sur le jeu de toute façon là après. Bref, des bisous. Bonne soirée et sûrement à jeudi. Des bisous.